Out of all the universes, all the people you've met throughout your life, and all the series you've watched in your life, you've never seen a person greedier than Mr. Krabs. He hates spending his money and always wants more and more. He looks obsessed with his business, and maybe someone finds in him a good business model, but in reality, his obsession with money covers his deep mental problems, which I think reflect on many people in this world. Through Mr. Krabs' example, I want to share with you how the pursuit of money can ruin your life, especially your personal life. To understand our character a bit more, we need to dive into his childhood. Like any person who is very materialistic, it usually stems from a very poor upbringing. Krabs was dressed like a homeless boy and even sold all his teeth to the tooth fairy to earn some money. He was often the victim of bullying from other kids due to his poverty. His only friend at the time was Plankton, who was also a victim of bullying because of his size. They had different goals. Krabs wanted to get rich, and Plankton wanted to prove his worth. So to reach their goals, they decided to create a burger restaurant. However, they later quarreled about the recipe of the Krabby Patty, and Krabs accidentally created a new recipe which eventually became a goldmine for him. After seeing that his new recipe blew up in popularity, Krabs understood how much he could earn and decided to not share the recipe with Plankton, thereby completely cutting off any connection with his only friend. So, I think no one can blame Krabs for wanting to escape poverty and earn a lot of money. Every person with some kind of ambition wants to do the same. However, there is a healthy pursuit of money and an unhealthy one. The healthy pursuit of money includes a desire to escape poverty and improve one's own life and the lives of close people around them. The unhealthy pursuit involves the desire to earn money only for oneself and as much as possible. Have you noticed how many billionaires or millionaires participate in some kind of charity? I think all of them do. Do they need to do that? Of course not. Some people think they do it for media attention or to be closer to the people, but in reality, they do it because they feel the need to share a piece of their success. With time, as people grow older, many start to love sharing more than earning. In many situations in life, you can notice that life is somewhat like a boomerang. The more you give to people, the more comes back to you a bit later. It's hard to think about sharing when you struggle to even provide for yourself, but if you really think about it, sharing isn't always about millions of dollars. Sharing could be in the details. You could ask your friends if they want to try your food or play a new game on your PlayStation, which other friends may not have due to different reasons. You'll immediately feel that you've done a great thing, and can be sure it will come back to you in an equivalent measure. Krabs has a daughter named Pearl, and like any other dad with a daughter, he loves her more than anybody else. She is the only one to whom Krabs gives money. There is no information about his wife, but if we think a bit more logically, we can understand that living with a person with such greed could be a disaster for a healthy relationship. So I guess Krabs' wife just up and left him with his daughter. Even though Krabs loves his daughter, relations between these two are not the best. Krabs sometimes struggles to find common ground with Pearl because of his poor social skills. In some episodes, he tries to compensate by giving her presents or money without realizing that she needs more parenting and some advice instead. Although Krabs rarely thinks about anything besides money, when he comes back from work, sometimes different thoughts come to his head, especially if he is alone. I'm sure even in Krabs' mind come some depressed thoughts. I mean, just think about it. No one loves him besides his daughter, who doesn't want to spend too much time with him. He's lost all connection with his best friend, and his wife probably left him because of the person he is. He probably already has more money than any person in Bikini Bottom. Even the most money-addicted person understands that he has enough, but Krabs does not. Why? In my opinion, his pursuit of money over time has come to cover up his depression and mental problems. In the endless pursuit, he tries to escape reality and reach the goal which he set in his mind when he was a kid, a goal he has already long reached. Many people think that building their career is the most important thing in their life, thereby downplaying the role of a personal life. As soon as you understand that your success in your personal life directly influences your success in your career, you realize what things really matter. When you set a goal to build a successful career, you also need to set a goal to be successful as a human being. Throughout your life, you meet different people with different interests and backgrounds, and your reputation as a human being is sometimes more important than your reputation at work. People's trust is something that you cannot achieve in one day or week. Making new connections and building strong relationships with people is a long-term process, which eventually will help you find people that you can trust and therefore make your life and also your career better. His role as a businessman can be questioned as well. Krabs economizes on almost everything, starting with salaries and ending, I'm sure, on products. Krabs earns more money because of it, but is it really a good business strategy? The answer is no, and I can explain why. One of the main reasons why Krabs' business is so successful is simply because he doesn't have competitors. His only competitor is Plankton's Chum Bucket, which is basically awful. He doesn't need to improve his product or his restaurant. He can sell his Krabby Patty his whole life, and people will eat it up simply because there's no other place like it. Every businessman understands that if you want to grow or even stay in the same position you are at the moment, you need to reinvest your profit to improve your business. Krabs' goal is nowhere near this kind of mindset. He just earns and saves money for no reason, without any plan to spend it on something big. I'm sure if someone creates a new restaurant with burgers that are a bit better than the Krabby Patty, Krabs' business will go down quickly, because he doesn't have any more recipes. He even invented the recipe of Krabby Patty by accident. So, including his lack of desire to improve his product and business, his success could only be temporary until someone more creative and professional creates his own restaurant. In conclusion, I want to say that the pursuit of money is okay. There's no human in this world who doesn't want a lot of money and to stay poor. Of course, if you are not crazy, that is. It's a normal human feeling to want more, but you need to understand that it doesn't need to be your purpose in life. There are a lot of things no less valuable than money. Money is just a tool to make these things more exciting and easier in some sense. So, if you ever come under the influence of a business guru who says that you cannot be broke and all that is valuable in life is money, it's not too late to use your own mind and think about what really matters, especially for you.